happening, when we first launched Funnel Hacking Live, what we did and how we structured this was very unique. It was very different. But there's the confines of what you're expecting in an event. And other events are looking more and more similar to this. There's so much value in us having an industry event, and I love it. I love getting together. But I want to create the next thing when you show up that it's way different. And I want to create something that you're not going to expect. Something to keep this going. Again, I don't know exactly what it looks like, but I have a vision for something, and it looks kind of like this, but it looks different.
What's up, everybody? What's up, my funnel hackers? How are you guys all doing today? Oh man, so great to see your beautiful faces. On Zoom, I can see your faces. We're in a few different Zoom rooms, but if you're on Zoom right now, please turn your cameras on and wave around at me. If you're watching on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube or anywhere else, I can't see you, but everyone on Zoom, I can see you guys. And I'm so excited to be hanging out with you guys right now. This is crazy. This is like so much nostalgia and like such a blast from the past. Like so many just crazy things, like emotions I'm feeling right now. We announced like 10 days ago, 15 days, when it was that we were going to be going live today to talk about what's next, what's happening, like why, and a whole bunch of other different things. And now we're here. It's been crazy. Those who have been following the journey, I've been going live every single day, talking about Funnel Hacking Live in the past, talking about what happened at Funnel Hacking Live 1, and then FHL 2, FHL 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9.5, and then Funnel Hacking Live 10, the last dance. It was 14 months ago that we all got together. How many of you guys were there with us 14 months ago at the Funnel Hacking Live 10, FHL 10, the last dance? So many of my funnel hackers out there, so exciting. Man, it's just been such a magical, interesting thing. And so today, we're going to be talking about some cool things. And it's been fun watching you guys guessing. We've got well over 10,000 people who have registered for this event right now. And today I'm going to share everything, what we're doing, why we're doing it, a whole bunch of other things. And it's all going to be happening right now. And I cannot wait. I'm really, really bad at keeping secrets. Some of you guys may know that. If you've ever read any of my books, .com secrets, expert secrets, traffic secrets, any of my courses or anything, it's always me just telling me all my secrets. I'm really bad. And so I've been trying so hard to keep this a secret from all you guys for so long. And now I got a chance to tell you everything. So I'm very excited for that. And it's going to be really cool. We'll probably be together for an hour or so right now. I got some really cool things to show you, some videos to show you, some things to explain, and a bunch of other stuff. But that's kind of what's going to be happening. So if you guys are feeling good, in the comments, wherever you're at, type in "let's go," and then we can jump in and we're going to start running. So let's go. I want to see how let's goes. Pop it up in the Zoom chat, the Instagram, Google, YouTube, wherever you guys are at. Let's go. All right, you guys, let's go. Okay, I'm going to throw up some slides and go through a couple things really quick. So the first thing right here, let me wait till we get slides up. We're out of practice. All right, here we go. Okay, for the last 14 months, we have gone kind of quiet. Okay, yes, we send emails out. Yes, we do marketing. Yes, we're doing challenges. And we're still playing the game. But if you notice, we've been really, really quiet talking about this kind of stuff. Okay, about what's happening behind the scenes. I feel like the last 14 months, so much has happened so rapidly with the onset of AI and what's been happening there. Like, I feel like we're literally compressing decades into days. And so we always have a joke here at ClickFunnels HQ where, we talk about like how quickly we get stuff done. We're like, oh, every time we do something, it's a funnel year, right? And a lot of people, it's like, this is what most companies would achieve in a year. We get done in a funnel year. And usually there's 2 or 3 funnel years a day. So you look at like a decade worth of AI advancements, like this happened last year. It's like a million funnel years since we've hung out to talk about some of these really core issues and stuff like that. And so that's why we're so excited. And so again, I've been quiet about this stuff, but today, for the first time ever, we're actually talking about it. What's happening, why it's happening, why I'm so excited, and a bunch of other things. But before we dive too deep into that, again, I mentioned earlier that 14 months ago, we did the last ever Funnel Hacking Live. We called it the last dance. And at the end of the event, when it was over, all 4 days, it had been an very emotional thing for us, kind of an emotional wreck. I did one last presentation talking about what's next. Right? And because everyone asked me, like, why would you end this event? This is the biggest event in our industry. It's bigger than everything else. It's the most energy, best speakers. Like, it's the best event that's ever happened on this planet in the marketing world, right? Why would you guys stop at your peak? People ask that over and over and over again. I didn't have like a good answer. And so at this event, at Funnel Hacking Live, I told people my reason why we were stopping it. Okay. And so I'm going to watch this little clip from that because it's going to help you to understand what's happening next. Okay. A little caveat, I go into a little JFK conspiracy theories here in this video, but it's worth it. I promise you. For those of you guys who are at Funnel Hacking Live, you were here for this. You probably remember this. So I'm going to go grab that really quick and we're going to watch it really quick and we'll come back and set up the next thing. So with that said, here is a glimpse of my last presentation at FHL 10, The Last Dance.
The next question is why? Why is this the last Funnel Hacking Live? ... It's interesting. I remember when I was growing up, I remember Armin Moore, and he had the seminar at the time. It's called the Big Seminar. And I went to it, and I remember he ran it for about a decade, and then he ended it. I remember thinking, why would you end the event that is the event that you're like, that's the dumbest thing ever. And he ended Big Seminar. And that time, Yannick Silver stepped up and he launched what's called the Underground event, which was amazing. So Underground was happening after a decade. He shut that down. And I was like, you guys are morons. Why would you ever shut it down when you have the event? Like, it's crazy. TNC, same thing. TNC ran for about a decade before they closed it down this year. Grant Cardone, he's on his 10. And it's kind of this weird thing where everyone's like, and people would be asking, like, why? And there's a couple reasons why. Number one, I'm tired. Funnel Hacking Live is not, this is my 11th presentation in the last 4 days. You guys know that? Between Dan Kennedy, the other ones, like, it's been amazing. It's a lot of work on me and our team. Typically what happened, Funnel Hacking Live would end, we go back home, we have about 6 weeks to and then we're like back to Funnel Hacking Live, like planning. It's a 10-month plus process to get 5,000 people in the room. It's not small. The cost to run an event like this, every year get bigger and bigger. Miles, he has a Miles jet, he kind of runs the budget. And I don't think he knows how to run a budget because it keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I remember the one year it was $1 million. I'm like, what? And then next year it was like $3.5 million. And then this year I think it's like, I said to him, like, yeah, $6 million budget. He's like, oh, that's what you think it was. I'm like, well, is it more than that? He's like, what does that mean? He wouldn't tell me. So, yeah, I mean, it's over $6 million for the production, not counting how much money we spend in ads to get you guys to actually come to this event. It is a full 10-month-long process. Now, you guys may or may not know this. This isn't our only business, running an event. We also have a software company you may have heard of called ClickFunnels that is a lot of things. Plus, I have a coaching program we run. Plus, we have about 1 million. Like, there's a lot of things happening. And for me, I was just like, I need a little bit of a break. Yeah. So that leads to question number 2 is, will you ever bring it back? That's a good question. And the answer is, I don't know. That's why I keep doing the ... It was interesting. There's so much value in us having an industry event, and I love it. I love getting together. But I have a vision for something, and it looks kind of like this, but it looks different. It's interesting, when we first launched Funnel Hacking Live, what we did and how we structured was very unique. It was very different. Over the last decade, a lot of people, mostly you guys, are like seeing what we're doing and funnel hacking it. And other events are looking more and more similar to this, which is great. We still trump them all, but they're looking more and more similar. And I have a vision I'm working on of something that's going to be different, that's going to be better, but I need more space to create what it is. And so it's tough because with Funnel Hacking Live, people are expecting something. And so like when we do this, we sell tickets next year's Funnel Hacking Live. And the next, like, there's always this thing. And so it's like, we can grow it bigger, but there's the kind of the confines of what you're expecting in an event. And I want to create something that you're not going to expect. I want to create the next thing when you show up that it's way different. So I'm working on that, but I need space. I need a year and a half, 2 years to figure out exactly what that looks like. And I don't know exactly what it looks like. One thought though, I was backstage with Prince CA earlier yesterday. This is insane. So we're talking, and he's like, Funnel Hacking Live is my favorite event. It's so beautiful out here. And then he's like, I've spoken to tons of places around the world. Like, he's naming a bunch of stuff. He says Madison Square Garden. I'm like, whose event was at Madison Square Garden? Have you guys been to Madison Square Garden before? I'd never been there before, but one of my favorite weekends of my entire life happened this year. I took Ellie and Aiden, 2 of my kids, when Mike Tyson was fighting Jake Paul. I was like, you have to go to that. Like, right, Mike Tyson's fighting Jake Paul. You can't not go to that. So I was like, hey, you guys want to go? They're like, yeah. So we book flights. We fly out there to the Mike Tyson, Jake Paul fight. We're hanging out, having a great time. And about halfway through the event, we start joking. We're like, tomorrow John Jones is fighting in New York in Madison Square Garden. And it was kind of like, it's funny. And like, we should go. Like, yeah, it'd be funny. And so the fight kept going on and going on. I was like, wouldn't that be cool if we could like go to New York and see John Jones, like see Tyson and John Jones both fight in the same weekend? This would be one of the coolest things ever. One other part of the story I left out is earlier that day, before the Tyson fight, we're in Dallas, right? We're by where JFK was shot. And I'm a little bit of a conspiracy guy. And I love the JFK one. It's my favorite of all time, right? Like, and so of course I got to indoctrinate my kids. Like, we've got to go see where JFK was shot. And so, and it's funny because my kids make fun of me a lot. Like every time we play games, you guys play the game Things, where you all write down different things. You try to guess what it is. Some of you guys love things. Anyway, my kids always write down trying to act like they're me. Like, it's always like some JFK conspiracy. So every time they read it out, it's like, what's the name of your favorite dog? JFK conspiracy. Like, they always mess up with me. Like, anyway, so they know I love JFK. So I'm right there with them in Dallas. I'm like, we're going to go see the whole thing. So we go down there. In the first half of the experience, you go to where you shot. You go up into the actual, the book, the repository. You go up there, and then they have their version of the story, which is like, it was a lone gunman. This is how it worked. This is how he shot. And you're like, this seems kind of fishy, right? Right? We're like, huh. So we're trying to look at the thing and do the angles and stuff. Like, that's crazy that one guy could have just done this all by himself. Yet that is the thing that we have been told from the Warren Committee. We could go, yes, but how many of us want to spend the next hour on JFK conspiracies? Because I'm totally in on that if you guys want. Really? We should just cancel Tony and go deep into JFK. It'd be amazing. Anyway, so then you get done with that. Then you go down to the grassy knoll, and that's where the smart people are at. So with the grassy knoll, and they're all down there like, no. That's not what happened. This is what happened. And literally sitting there is the author who's written like 6 books on the JFK conspiracy. He was in both of the movies that Oliver Stone did. The first one and the second one, he's like, I was the doctor in the first one, and my hands were in the other one here. I'm like, your hands were in the document. That is the coolest thing ever. And then and my kid's like, Dad, you're such a nerd. And I'm freaking out. I'm like, getting the guy. I'm like, I'll buy all your books. He's like, all of them? Like, every one of them, if you'll sign them. So he's signing my books. I have a stack of like encyclopedia of this is the greatest day of my life, right? We're having so much fun. So my kids, we had experienced that. Then we're in the Tyson fight. We're talking about, potentially going to John Jones. I'm like, this is kind of crazy. And we're getting closer and closer to the Tyson fight. It's getting later and later. And later it gets more, your judgment gets cloudy and impaired. And finally I was like, let's just look to see what it would look like. So I start looking at Madison Square Garden. I'm like, is it sold out? I'm like, there are some spots still left. I was like, we have to fly to New York tonight, and like trying to figure the whole things out. And then finally I asked Siri, I'm like, hey Siri, what's the airport closest to Madison Square Garden? You guys know what it is? JFK Airport. I was like, it's a sign. We're going. So we booked the flights, called my assistant, give me hotels. I'm on Master. I'm booking the seats and everything. And my kid's like freaking out. We're like, And then I messaged Cled. I'm like, hey Cled, I kind of did a thing. I'm so sorry. And she messages back, did you get in a fight? And I was like, at a Mike Tyson? Yes, but no. So I tell her, so we change our flights. We end up flying to New York. We get down there, Madison Square Garden. Watch the John Jones fight. It's one of the most amazing experiences with my kids. We're sitting there and like, we're right next to where the fighters are all walking out. So like they're walking out, we're like, literally, there's the fighter. We're right here taking selfies like, And then like 15 minutes into it, all of a sudden, like the thing pops up, boom. And all of a sudden we see Donald Trump, Elon Musk, Kelsey, like all those guys walking right past us. We're like, this is the most insane. Anyway, the whole weekend was insane. So we watched the whole John Jones fight, and that's in Madison Square Garden. There's a really long story to say that Madison Square Garden's awesome. Okay, I've only been there once. It was the best experience ever. That little squirrel's running, and I'm just like chasing it. Like, anyway, what was my purpose of the story? Okay, coming back. So Prince CA tells me, he's like, I opened for an event at Madison Square Gardens. I'm like, who had an event at Madison Square Garden? That's insane. And then he's like, I opened for U2 and for Bruno Mars. I was like, what? You opened for you? Like, what world do we live in where Prince CA is opening for U2 and Bruno? Anyway, and I also had this vision. I was like, can you imagine if Funnel Hacking Live was in Madison Square Garden someday? Wouldn't that be crazy? Anyway, that's as far as I've gotten so far. There's the vision. I don't know, but I need some space to create something like that. But that's what I want. I want something like this, but something different. And so I need some space. So we're going to figure that out. And so this ... I'm not sure what that looks like or when. Give me some time, but there will be a time when we'll meet again together like this.
All right, so that's where we left things off 14 months ago. ... All you guys are typing in the comments. I see Madison Square Garden, FHL, MGD, FHL, or MSG, FHL. That might be the announcement. We're going to find out. the day is young. Don't worry. So that's kind of how it ended. And FHL ended. We wrapped up. Everyone went home. And some amazing things have happened. Like I said, the last 12 months has been crazy. Just how fast the market has shifted, how fast it's growing, how much it's expanding. If we pull my slides back up, when we left FHL, we did something that it's a tradition in wrestling. When the wrestler retires, he leaves his shoes on the mat. And so we left my shoes, Todd's shoes, and Dave Woodward's sandal boots on the stage, and we walked off. And so that was FHL 10. Like I said, amazing experience, so powerful. And I've seen the ripple effect that event has had in people's lives in every industry you can dream of. It's been pretty special. Now, what is fun is when we were done with this FHL 10, my team goes and they make what's called an after movie. Those of you guys who've been playing along over the last week, we watched the after movie from FHL 1 in Las Vegas, the number 2 in San Diego, then Dallas, Orlando, Nashville, Orlando, and then Vegas. Anyway, we watched all the old after movies, and about a month or two after this ended, they gave me the after movie for FHL 10, which is kind of like a trailer. We usually use that to sell the next year's event, but we didn't have next year's. There was no event, and so I've been sitting on this video now for over a year. It's the actual after movie showing what happened at FHL 10. How many of you guys would like to see the after movie, to see what happened, like the experience everybody had as kind of a capstone for the Funnel Hacking Live event? Again, this is the very first time this has been shown publicly, but it's really cool. It'll give you a really good glimpse of what happened behind the scenes. So with that said, if you type in the comments, type in after movie, and you see a bunch of after movies on Zoom, wherever you guys are at, YouTube, Facebook, wherever you're at, type in after movie after. Okay, they're coming in after movies. All right, here's the after movie from FHL 10, The Last Dance.
I remember coming to my first Funnel Hacking Live with just the passion, the dream, the excitement. And I just remember this rumbling within the crowd.
You funnel hackers are crazy. We just wanted to build some software. And then you guys showed up.
Welcome to Funnel Hacking Live number 10!
After 10 years, it is the last to FHL. People always ask me, why do you sit out front and not backstage? And it's because of the community.
Since that day 10 years ago, you guys have processed over $11 billion.
When you're around your own people, you find the strength to persevere and actually do your dream.
There's a you inside of you that you haven't met yet.
Stop hiding! This is your time!
It's the mindset, the culture of you can become whatever you want to be.
Your voice is needed.
I never went to high school. It makes no sense that I just got a 2cc award.
My first FHL, I came home and I was on fire.
My mom left when I was 2. My family's taught me to quit my whole life.
I was done with this world. I didn't want to be here.
I had no plan, no team, but I just started.
I'm a grandma from Idaho. We just came off that 2 Comma Club stage.
Whatever your story, it brought you here. Maybe the spirit that moves this event is the same spirit that moves you. What's the next chapter you're about to write?
There's a time and season for everything. I do believe that good things must come to an end to make even better things. I don't know what's next, but I'm looking forward to it because it can only go up from here.
Will you ever bring it back? That's a good question. I have a vision for something. I want something like this, but something different. Something that you're not going to expect. A lot of times with faith, you don't really know the path, you just know the destination.
If it does end, it will continue on in each person's life. We're going to carry the torch. Do you hear me?
A thing isn't beautiful because it lasts forever. Funnel Hacking Live 10 is beautiful because it's the last one.
The person you are today is not the person you're going to become.
This is an opportunity to reinvent yourself. Don't think small. Will that be you? Yes or no? Say yes. Say yes. Say yes.
I am a funnel hacker.
It's been an honor to serve you guys for the past decade. You get to be a part of y'all's story.
And I want to say thank you.
If your life has been radically altered because of this event in this community, stand up. This is what you did. Your investment set tens of thousands of families free.
Like, can you imagine 10 years from now, if this was the industry event and people all around the world came to it?
When I say move, you will repeat the statement back. Thank you. Move. Move. Move.
If there was anyone who loved Funnel Hacking Live the most, it was Dave Woodward.
I brought Dave sandal boots.
Limited edition.
In wrestling, there's a tradition when you when you end your career, a wrestler will take their shoes off and leave them on the side of the mat. Now, you guys, it's your chance to go out and change the world.
The most important thing is focus on the people. And as you focus on the people, it all comes back.
Everybody needs that support. I hope everybody has it. If you don't have it, I will do it for you. Keep climbing.
Wow, I don't think I was ready for that this morning. How are you guys all feeling? Funnel Hacking Live, man, it has been the ride of my lifetime, the honor to be able to be part of that with you and sharing these things up with our community and watching just the growth and the change and people coming into our world who are struggling, who are broken, who are lost and finding a home, finding a family and finding a way to be able to get freedom from the things that are holding them back in their life, to be able to give them the ability to serve, to step into their callings, to give them the ability to become the people they were called to be. And the last decade it's been crazy. And again, when we left 14 months ago, it's like I don't know when this is going to come back or what we're going to do. We always knew we would do some version of it. But come back to slides here. If I'm completely honest, we did not plan to come back this soon. That was not the plan. In my head, I was thinking 3 to 5 years before we came and did something again. But honestly, like what has changed and shifted in the last 14 months is like nothing that's ever happened before in human history. How many of you guys have felt it? How many of you guys have felt the shift, the change, like of what's actually been happening here, right? Like AI is not just a little thing. It is completely transforming everything, right? It's literally compressed decades into days, right? Where we were 14 months ago at Funnel Hacking Live, AI was just kind of this thing people were like, use it instead of Google. Like that's where we were at 14 months ago. And today there are all sorts of people who are scared of it, who have not used it yet. If that's you and you're honest, type a 1. So I'm kind of scared. I use it for Google instead of Google, but that's about as far as I am. Okay. Number 2, there's people that are kind of using it. They're creating chatbots, doing little things here. And they're kind of using it to make their lives a little bit easier. If that's you, type in number 2. Okay. And then there's number 3, there's people that have used it to completely transform everything they're doing, to accelerate their speed, to make more money, to have more impact, to change more lives. If that's you, put in a 3. Okay. The 2.5. Yeah. So it's been changing and shifted. So everything, AI has compressed decades into days. Okay. But what's interesting is that as I've been watching this happening in our community, in the marketplace, like I see 8 billion ads a day about AI stuff. And I'm just like, man, everyone is looking at it wrong. Okay. They're looking at it as an employee, as a person who does this task, as a contractor, as a whatever, but they're not looking at it the right way. They're not looking at the way that a funnel hacker should look at this. Okay. You guys have all been trained differently. You understand things differently. When you understand how to use funnel hacking and AI together, it changes everything. Okay. Like the amount of impact, the amount of change, the amount of like speed you can go with this when you understand it correctly, it changes everything. And there's nobody talking about it. Okay. In fact, for me, it was like, I struggled for a while too. I'm like, I don't know how to use this as a tool. Like, yes, I'm using it here and there and stuff. But it's like, I just don't get it. Like I really struggled for me. Okay. And I want to give you guys information about my breakthrough. Okay. My big breakthrough actually happened last year. I took my Atlas group. Atlas group is my highest level mastermind. And we actually went to Baltimore, Maryland, because Baltimore is the most beautiful city in the world, right? And the real reason was, yeah, everyone's been to Baltimore. It's like, wait, what? I love Baltimore, but this is the home of Gore Publishing. And if you don't know who Gore is, they are the big, what they call 800-pound gorilla in our industry, in the coaching information like that, right? They sell financial newsletters and health newsletters. They do like, I think it was like $1.5 to $2 billion a year. And I needed a reset. I needed to say, like, what are these guys doing? And so we flew the entire mastermind out there and we spent 3 days in front of this old house. It was crazy. We're in this house. It used to be a funeral home. It's this huge house. And this used to be where, before COVID, where all the Agora writers would be in this house. We walk in the room like, that's where Michael Masterson wrote the sales letter that did, $250 million. That's where so-and-so said. And like, it was this amazing thing to be in this spot. Right. And then Agora brought their team over, and then we had our mastermind group there. We shared things back and forth. And it was so amazing to watch what they were doing. And I remember leaving it. At first, I was almost like a little sad. If you look at Agora, they've got these big divisions. Then each division's got like 8 or 9 different gurus. And then each guru has a copywriting team of 3 to 5 copywriters. And they're pumping out a new video sales letter every 6 weeks for every single guru. And I'm looking at the amount of work they're doing to be able to make their $2 or $3 billion. And it's insane. But I was like so inspired. And then so much like, how am I going to build a team that can do this? I don't have the ability to build a team of like 4 or 5 copywriters for me and this and that. And like the cost to be able to do what they're doing was so high. It was the first time I felt like I was handcuffed to a problem. But I knew like I wanted to do what they were doing, but I needed to do it in a way where I couldn't hire more people. I couldn't add more stuff. Like, how do I do this without that? And I started thinking, it was the first time I was like, okay, I think I can solve this. If I start looking at AI differently, if I look at AI like a funnel hacker versus like somebody who's trying to use AI to do whatever, if I shift the mindset, if I come back to the core fundamental principles, the things from .com seekers, expert seekers, traffic seekers, to learn them, to understand them, and to bring them back and apply them to AI, how would that shift things? What could I do? What could I create from that? And so my very first project, some of you may have seen this, I said, okay, Agora, again, a couple $1 billion year company, let me go and look at all of their video sales letters across the entire platform, right? Every guru, 6 to 8 gurus, each guru, 3 to 5 VSLs that are active. I went and found all of them, right? I used AI then to analyze them, to funnel hack them, to reverse engineer them, to do a whole bunch of stuff. And then from that, I was like, hey, now that I know like the greatest of the great, like what these guys are doing, how can I apply this to my products, right? I started using AI to start writing and everything like that. And from the back side of it, I created a VSL. How many of you guys have seen this, by the way? This VSL. It has been running pretty hot, pretty aggressively because it's converting like crazy. Over $1 million a month in ad spend right now to this thing profitably, selling a $100 offer. And yeah, most of you guys have probably seen this video, okay? I wrote this single-handedly by myself in about 4 hours, okay? Now, this is a 50-minute, almost an hour-long video sales letter. For me to have done this in the past, prior to understanding how funnel hackers use AI, for me to be able to do this, it would have taken me 6 to 8 weeks if my full-time job was just this. Instead, I did the entire thing in 4 hours. And 3 of those 4 hours were all about content and context, like just gathering swipe files, right? Doing it correctly, and then we did it. And then from there, I found some friends who do animation through AI. They went and animated the entire thing. And in like 2 or 3 weeks from idea to launching it, again, this would have taken a normal team insane amounts of time, energy, money. We launched it and it's been going crazy. Do you guys want to see? I'm going to show you guys just like the first minute and a half of this video sales letter so you can see what was created when you apply funnel hacking with AI. Do you want to see this? All right, if that's you, check this out. Again, I'm not pitching anything right now. I just want you to see like the scripting, the copy, the video, everything was done through AI. Here we go.
Right now, as you watch this, your brain is being hijacked. You think you're in control. But there's a backdoor to your mind that 99% of people don't know exists. In 1914, a discovery was made that should have stayed buried. The hidden switches that control human behavior were exposed. For over a century, a select few have used this knowledge to manipulate millions. They've made women smoke, nations fight, and complete strangers stampede to buy things that they never even wanted. The man who started it all wrote, "We are governed, our minds molded, our ideas suggested by men we have never heard of." He called it the engineering of consent. And it's being used on you right now, every day. That ad that read your mind, that video that made you buy, that post that made you furious. It's the same playbook, same psychological trigger, same invisible string. In the next few minutes, you're going to discover the exact system that's been hidden for over 100 years. The same dark psychology that built empires, toppled governments, and created billionaires. The question is, do you want to remain the puppet or learn to become the puppet master? So here it is.
All right. What do you guys think about that? Insane, right? That would have taken me, again, if you fast forward to FHL 10, for me to build some of that would have been, if it was just me writing copy, 6 to 8 weeks full time, right? If I had paid a copywriter or something like that, that's probably looking at $30,000 to $50,000 plus royalties to write the scripting for that, right? And then the AI behind it, we were able to animate a 50-minute long video sales letter, and that would have been in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. And we did it at a fraction of a fraction of a fraction. And now this is actively running, and it is killing it. I see people all the time now, oh, Facebook's too hard, ad costs too expensive, nothing's working. It's because your creative's not good, right? And you start doing this thing the correct way, it changes everything, right? And so that was my first time like dipping my toe into it. I was like, oh my gosh, this changes everything, right? And then I went from like someone who was dabbling to becoming a funnel hacker who uses AI, and it shifted everything for us, okay? And we have so many examples. I want to share just one other example because a lot of you guys probably saw us do this campaign. In January, we launched, In January, we launched a challenge called the One Comma Club, right? And I've done tons of challenges. I've written about challenges. I'm one of the inventors of challenge. I've probably done more challenges than anybody on this planet, right? And it's like, well, not every. Pedro Deo's definitely done more challenges than me. That guy's done so many. But I've done a lot of challenges in my career. I've done a lot of webinars. I've probably done more webinars than anybody. Like I'm pretty good at this game, right? And so at first I was like, I'm going to create something the way that I do it because I understand this. I've taught the psychology. I know it. And then I was like, wait a minute. Like, let me come back and think like a funnel hacker. Because right now, I'm using my brain to reverse engineer and figure out the correct way to do the challenge right? And so instead what we did is I went back and I started using AI. I was able to go out and find about a half a dozen challenges that anywhere from $50 to $100 million a year, right? I took all those, ran through AI, reverse engineer, did all sorts of insane amount of funnel hacking. Again, in a very short, compressed period of time. Within 3 or 4 hours, I had the whole thing finished. And then from there, was able to re-script out the entire One Comma Club event. We go live with it, and I'll show you. So we go live with it. This is how many guys were on the One Comma Club event. I know a lot of you guys, we had a lot of people for that one. So did the One Comma Club event. We launched it, went through the whole process, and within about 30 seconds after we dropped the price, it broke a 2 Comma Club award, and then broke a second and a third, and like it was the highest converting offer I've had in the history of my life. Okay, that's a lot coming from me. I think I've launched more offers than anybody I've ever met in my life. Okay, like think about the offer we had to build ClickFunnels to its peak, right? It was a $1,000 offer, and we would get 15% of the people who were on the webinar to buy it. Okay, this was a $5,500 offer. I was able to get 30% of the people who were on the webinar to buy a $5,500 offer without a sales team. How did I do that? Okay, I funnel hacked with AI, reverse engineered things at a level that was not humanly possible prior. Okay, for this challenge, I was able to write a 96 email sequence and a 65 text message sequence completely from scratch by myself, right? I didn't have to have copywriters and like all those things disappeared. I was able to do it by myself through the stuff that we're learning. Okay, are you guys getting this? Like it is crazy what is happening. So that's just 2 campaigns, but we're using now at a scale inside of our company in everything. Okay, when you start understanding AI and then you apply it through this frame and this lens of what we do as funnel hackers. Okay, it will free you. It will advance you. It will move you forward faster than anything else you could possibly do. And so as we're sitting here, right, watching what's happening, again, this is not just in the marketing, but yes, it's in marketing, it's in ad copy, it's in development, right? Our developers no longer code anymore. Okay, they're all using Claude Code to write code faster than ever. Okay, last month, one of my business partners, one of my developer, all right, it was Todd. He's the best ever. He created from scratch 6 full AI software companies by himself on his phone. Like it is insane, right? Now we're using these things as bonuses to increase the value, to get more people to buy the offers. Like we start looking at software development as a funnel hacker, it changes everything as well. Like everyone's like, how do I build a software? There's too many, software is easy, it's cheap, it's free. It's like, look at it through the lens of what we know as funnel hackers, and it changes everything, right? Part of the reason why we sold 30% of the people on a $5,500 offer that challenge is because we had insanely good software that they got as bonuses for free when they signed, I just need 3 days with you guys. I can show you everything, okay? But it is this, I just want you guys to understand this, okay? You guys all getting this? Okay, so like I said, for 14 months, we went quiet. Not because we didn't, everybody's got an AI opinion. You see them everywhere, okay? You probably notice I haven't talked about it, except for in private rooms, like my mastermind groups, things like that, but I've not talked about it publicly, okay? And the reason why is because, again, this was not something I was trying to make a course and sell or do something that's what most people are doing, right? My goal was to grow and scale our company. We're growing faster now than we were at the peak of our business, okay? Despite the fact now we have 10,000 more competitors and more noise and more everything. When you understand these tools correctly, guys, it'll change everything for you. And so that's why we went quiet. And so now I want to walk you guys through what we're doing now. Okay, because this is leading into where are things going? Is there another event? What's happening? You've been teasing us, Russell. Something's happening. So I'm going to share that. But really quick before I share that, and I saw it in the comments, so it just pops in my head. Someone asked about Like they've won a 2 Comma Club award. And like, what do I do? Okay. This next presentation, this next video I'm going to show you guys was brought on because of 2 different things. Number one is, as you guys know, the 2 Comma Club award. This is something that, if I get the glare off it, there we go. 2 Comma Club award. This is something that is kind of the staple in our community, right? I think right now we got over 3,500 people who have won a 2 Comma Club award through our process. And when FHL 10, The Last Dance 14 months ago ended, everyone who was in the process, like, wait, but I'm working on, like, I want to come on stage. I want to do something. And so for a long time, that's was part of it. Was like, how do we give these people like what they've earned, what they deserve, to have the recognition, right? We created this award because there were people, in every other industries, the Oscars, the Grammys, the Emmys, there's always like some award, but for entrepreneurship, there's nothing. And so that's why we created this award, right? And this is like a rite of passage for an entrepreneur to have a chance to come and win in one of these, right? And right now we average almost 1 person per day who wins a 2 Comma Club award. So we've got a whole back slew of, 300-400 people who have won one of these, who haven't had their moment. And so part of it is like, we need to create something for them. And then part of it is like, we need to come back and show people what we're doing. Because if they understood this, like, I felt like we left right before this huge shift happened, and we didn't leave you guys with what you needed because we didn't have it then. It wasn't there. And what's happening right now, like, I just want to come to your houses and like literally sit next to you and just show you. Because if I could show you, it would change everything for you. So I'm going to show you guys a really quick presentation we put together talking about what's next. So here's the answer to what all you guys have been asking me about. What's next? What's happening? Like, are we meeting together? Are we getting awards? Is there another Funnel Hacking Live? Is there a small meetup, short meetup? Did you guys rent Madison Square Garden? Like, what's happening? When is it going to happen? All those questions and more will be answered right now in this next video presentation. You guys ready to watch it? If you want to see it, say, what should we yell out? Show me the money. Show me the video. Just say, show me. If you guys want to see, okay, we got show me. All right. You guys want to see this then? Okay, here we go. This is exciting. So we're going to watch this together, and then we come back. I want you guys all going crazy. Everyone on your screen, Zoom screens, I can see you guys when we come back. I want to just like act like I just came off stage and you guys are all going crazy. Sound fair? Okay, here we go. With that said, here is what's happening next.
We killed Funnel Hacking Live, not because it failed, but because it succeeded. There's one last thing I wanted to do. In wrestling, there's a tradition when you end your career, what a wrestler will do is they'll take their shoes off and leave them on the side of the mat. Todd has abducted us, and he's taking us on a trip down memory lane. So how many years ago was it now? 2015.
10, 12, 11 years?
So 11 years ago, wow, we had this crazy idea, like, what if we invite all of these people, they called themselves funnel hackers, who were all using ClickFunnels, and we invite them to Las Vegas to hang out with us. And I was really scared because the last time I did an event, we sold a lot of tickets and nobody showed up. I was like, I'm never going to do an event again. And somehow Todd twisted.
Yeah, I'm sure it was me that twisted your arm. Yeah, absolutely. I'm like, you know what I want to do is go get on stage.
Celebrity ballroom, shall we see?
It's so close. It's empty in there.
No way.
For 10 years, over 30,000 entrepreneurs walked through these doors, and over 3,500 people stepped on stage and won their 2 Comma Club awards.
We just all appreciate your support through the ups and the downs and the dark times and the light. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
We watched as strangers became partners, as friends became founders, ordinary people building extraordinary businesses. For over a decade, Funnel Hacking Live felt like the center of the entrepreneurial world. Now, you guys, it's your chance to go out and change the world. Thank you so much. We love you, and thank you for being here at Funnel Hacking Live 10, The Last Dance. The place that we shared was here at Funnel Hacking Live. Not for everybody, not for the world, but for our people, the ones who are willing to come and be part of this.
Brokerages joining software as the latest sector to get hit by growing fears about AI disruption. And today, a new warning suggesting that the market may still be underestimating the scale of the upheaval ahead.
AI could spike unemployment to 10 to 20%.
Some of the most well-known figures involved in the artificial intelligence call for a moratorium until we better understand where we're going.
The world has changed, and it is changing faster and faster every day. It's not slowing down, it's accelerating.
Artificial intelligence is now unrecognizable from what existed even 6 months ago.
The world that created FHL no longer exists.
75% of their tasks already covered by AI.
And we built this in an age when funnels were just becoming available and tangible for people to build on their own. It was an age of split tests, of funnel hacking, of reverse engineering things.
You think about this when we first launched funnels, it was like you'd have a development team of 10, and then ClickFunnels got down to one person. And what's happening now is the same thing. The 10 people you have running your business, you can do the same thing with just one.
I have engineers who say, I don't write any code anymore.
So if we kept teaching the same playbook the same way, we'd be celebrating the past, while the new playbook was being written somewhere else. But we wanted to write that playbook. There's so much value in us having an industry event, and I love it. I love getting together. But I have a vision for something, and it looks kind of like this, but it looks different. I'm working on that, but I need space. I need a year, year and a half, 2 years to figure out exactly what that looks like. When we took our shoes off and left them on the stage, it wasn't to quit, it was to figure out like what was happening, to prepare for it for ourselves and for our community. And we didn't know if that was going to be a year, 5 years, we didn't know.
Established players have to adapt or die. I do think generally we ship features fast, but it's just the world has changed in the sense that like nothing's fast enough. Like it has to be literally 10x what we are doing right now in velocity.
If that's point A and B, the transition from A to B should also be the fastest and industry-leading experience on our platform.
Everything we do, we focus on one thing, which is mastering AI.
But then something unexpected happened. People couldn't stop talking about Funnel Hacking Live. They were talking about a gap in the market. They missed the community. They missed the networking, the aspect of learning and transformation that they had with Funnel Hacking Live.
It gave us the ability once a year to come back and like show people what we were doing. Because you can't share these things in ebooks and on forums.
I'm spending all my time on AI now. Like literally 80% of my time. It's the only way to stay ahead.
The speed that I can get stuff done, it is insane. I'm doing the work of 50 people by myself. It's not even fair. Everyone else is screwed except for us and those who follow us.
Everyone that utilizes funnels, they're all trying to figure it out right now. They're using the latest tools. They're trying to figure out the stuff, but it's almost impossible to keep up without someone beside you, without someone helping you, and without coming together as a community to learn from each other. That's when we knew we had to bring back Funnel Hacking Live.
This is the room where you're going to learn how to build funnels that run themselves.
Where you'll discover AI systems that scale your business while you sleep.
And where you're going to be part of a community of the people that are building the future of selling online.
Not as a reunion,
and not as nostalgia,
but as something entirely new.
If I didn't come to Funnel Hacking Live, I don't think I would have found my purpose so soon.
I have no other word than life-changing.
It kind of just breaks my brain. I experienced a new way of looking at the world.
It's the cutting edge.
It's a world of dreamers together.
The best value is the one-on-one connections that you make while you're here.
As I'm walking down the hall, I'm seeing people actually swap notes.
Bounce your ideas, bounce your projects, bounce your plans past each other.
The energy was absolutely electric. The crowd was on fire.
I am a funnel hacker.
We can't wait to see you here in September of 2026.
That's this year.
That's this year.
It's happening. Are you ready for this?
Oh, I'm ready. Let's do it.
Oh man, you guys, how many comments? Let's go. So excited. Now, a couple of things, because everyone's freaking out in the comments right now. This is happening. I can't believe it's happening. It's happening this year. It's happening in a few months from right now, but it's going to be different. Okay, a couple of things I want to show you guys. Number one, this right here is a one-time only live encore event. This is not something, we're not committed to doing this every single year like we did in the past. This is something special we want to do for you guys. We're We're calling this an encore event. The reason why is because what is an encore? Okay, an encore is what happens when you leave the stage, but the audience refuses to accept the show is over, okay? For us, it's like, we got to do this one more time, right? And maybe that'll blossom into something different. I don't know, but I want to get everybody together one more time because I feel like the most important thing that's happening now, we do not want you guys to be missing it, okay? It is so good and so important. So a couple things. Again, we're not at Madison Square Garden yet. Someday, my career gets to the spot where I can fill all of Madison Square Garden. Maybe we'll have a party there. But this is the next best thing. This is the Fontainebleau in Las Vegas. We looked at a ton of theaters. I wanted a theater because if you go to Fun Like Lives in the past have been amazing, but it's this huge conference room, and there's I can't even see people way in the back, 5,000 people deep, with the theater, it's insane because everything feels close. I'm on stage right here. It's like there's the floor, and then there's these 3 balconies, and like everybody feels like we're like together. It's a really cool, really special feeling. Went to a ton of different theaters all around the country to find the perfect one, and this one is by far the best, the most amazing, and it's just, we walked in, I was like, oh yes, this is where the reunion's got to happen. And so this kind of looks like, you'll notice there's the floor, and then there's 3 different levels and a bunch of other cool stuff like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk you through what the seating looks like, because this is not like a traditional Fun Hacking Live where everyone buys seats and you all just run in together. This one is different. This one, because we have to sell it through Ticketmaster and stuff like that, like you got to find the exact seat, and the way we do this is different. And so I'm gonna walk us through how everything works. Does that sound good? Okay. Here we go. Number 1, this is what the venue looks like, okay? There's a VIP floor, there's a level 1 VIP, there's level 1, 2, and 3, and the VIP balconies. Now, the VIP balconies are already sold out, so sorry you can't get, those are the ones on the side here. We'll show you. In fact, I'll walk you through so you can see. So here's the entire stage. The VIP balconies are on the side here, and those have already been gone, and so those are sold out. So we're chopping this whole thing up. Now, a couple things to notice. While this venue seems huge, in our traditional Funnel Hacking Live event, we have about 5,000 people at it. This venue will only hold 2,500 people, which means only half of as many people that typically go to Funnel Hacking Live will have the ability to be in the room for this, okay? And so just understanding that, and a lot of these seats have already been sold out, so I'm gonna walk you through exactly what it looks like and then how to lock in and get the seats you actually want, okay? So there's the VIP wings, those have already been sold out, okay? So that's gone. Now, we're gonna be opening this up in different waves, okay? Now, the very first wave is just my Inner Circle members, and I actually messaged them yesterday, and they started coming in. And so the Inner Circle has the very first pass at these, okay? And so what we're letting them have access to is the VIP floor if they want. Now, the VIP floor is gonna be really cool because it's not gonna be like 1,000 people jammed in there. We're literally bringing in couches to make this very, very VIP, okay? And so the couches will go down there. There'll be couches with love seats, and so that's what's gonna be the VIP experience on the bottom floor. And so, I know it looks so cool, huh? You guys are freaking out about it a little bit. Okay, so that's what it looks like, and that's what the VIP section is. In the VIP section, there's 150 seats. From that, Inner Circle's already taken up 95 of those. There's only 55 left on the floor in the VIP section, okay? The way the VIP section works is you have to buy, there's a couch and 2 love seats. You have to buy them together. And depending on if you're the first row, second row, the pricing somewhere between $20,000 and $25,000 for the VIP section, okay? So that's kind of the first phase. The second one then is you move up. There's a VIP level that has these box seats where there's 2 seats together. So if you're coming with a couple or something like that, there's that section right there. It's right there on the stand. And there's 72 total seats from there. Again, Inner Circle's already eaten up 46 of them. So there's 26 seats that are left in the VIP section right there, okay? The VIP seats, it's basically, I can't see that from here. It's $6,000 for 2 seats, so $3,000 a piece, but those come in dual. So that's the VIP level seats, okay? So again, right now I said the very first wave has been the Inner Circle. They had yesterday and today to get signed up. The second wave then is going to be going to the award winners, because one of the main reasons why we are doing this in person is to be able to give everybody who won an award their ability to actually come on stage and get the award. And I know a lot of them want to invite their friends and their family members and things like that. So we're going to be opening this up to them. I'll show you the dates here in a minute, but basically in a day or so, and then all the award winners will have the second pass to go and pick up their seats. So if any VIP section left, they can grab that. If not, they can start moving to the next phase, okay? So next phase is level 1. This is the bottom floor. Basically, let me show you. It's right here. It's those other 2 sections right there. And so there's 494 total seats in these 2 sections right here. From that, 112 are gone. There's 382 of those left. Okay, so after Inner Circle's gone through and then all the award winners have gone through, then the third phase is going to be our coaching students. So 2 CCX, Funnel Builder certification, like those who are in our coaching programs, Prime Mover Coaching Program as well. They will have the third wave, and they'll have a chance to come in there, and they can pick up, again, if there's any VIPs left, and they can go to the first row, and they start moving up to the level number 2. Level number 2 tickets are a little less expensive. They're $1,097, and you see it here. It's that second balcony right there. And again, even though it's far up, it's still like you feel like you're right. Like there's not a bad seat in the house. All the seats are amazing. So 613 seats there, 212 are gone. There's 401 left of those. And then the last one is level 3, which is the back top section, which that's when my kids are like, we want to stay at the top section. It's way cooler up here. And it is the least expensive. So it's $1,000 per ticket there, which is what typical Funnel Hacking Live tickets are. And that's the top section there. Once again, 614 seats, 112 gone, 500 left. Okay. And then after we've gone through Inner Circle, award winners, coaching clients, then the fourth wave will open up to all the rest of the funnel hackers to come and grab the rest of the seats. Okay, so what that means is if you guys are Inner Circle, you've got text messages and emails from me and from Steve and from the team. Make sure you get those done ASAP. And then in about a day or so, we're going to text all the award winners and say, hey, go, now's your time. And then a day or so after that, we're going to text all of the coaching clients. And after that, then we'll open up to everybody. And then when they sell out, they sell out. Okay, I'm assuming these will be sold out this week. And so that's kind of what it is. There's what all the seats look like when you chop them all up. 2,500 people or so will be there with us for this live event. So what do the waves look like? People are already confused. Like, how does this all work? Okay. All you got to do is know is, again, Inner Circle, they have access to this today. Right now they're setting up calls and getting all their stuff blocked out. Okay. They have the first pass. On Wednesday, we'll be sending emails and text messages to all award winners. If you've won an award and you don't get email or text message, you should be emailing us and calling us and texting. It's like, we want to make sure you are there to get your awards with your spouse, your family, whoever you want to be there. And then after that, on Friday, we'll open up to all coaching students. And then next Monday is when we open up all the remaining seats to anybody who wants to be in the room with us when it happens. Okay. So the question then is like, well, how does this actually, how does it work? How do I get notified? Okay. Now, to be on this event, obviously you guys already went to funnelhackinglive.com and you registered for this event. So we've got a list of over 10,000 people who are registered for this event. Again, only 2,500 seats. But what we're going to do is we're going to make an early bird list. So the early bird list, you'll get notified about 2 or 3 hours before the main list gets notified. Okay. And so you need to get on the early bird list right now. So all you got to do is go to funnelhackinglive.com/earlybird. And there it's going to ask you again, your name, email, your phone number. That way we can text you. And then we're going to text you about 2 or 3 hours before we open it to the public. And that way you have a chance to get in there, lock in your seats as quick as you can before we share it with everybody. Okay. I figured that if you're here, yes, Prime Movers are on, Jeff's asking, Prime Movers are on Friday. Yes. We are not selling virtual tickets right now. Good questions. But get on the early bird list and then let us know kind of what segment you're in. That way we can make sure we get you guys notified as quick as possible. And I would make sure that you are on those days looking at your phone, looking at your email, making sure like if you're not getting it, like message our team, like find out when your link is coming so you don't miss out on it. Because again, these will go very, very quickly. Like I said, the last five Funnel Hacking Lives have all had over 5,000 people in them. And this one will have 2,500 people. So it's going to be a smaller, more intimate event, but it's going to be amazing. We have something really, really special in store for all you guys who will come and participate in this Funnel Hacking Live Encore event. And again, as of right now, this is a one-time only event. This is just something we want to catch everybody up on, like what's been happening over the last 14 months to make sure you guys have access to everything that we're doing right now, because it's amazing. There's people inside of our community that are doing insane things. They will be, again, I'm not announcing speakers right now or anything, but the people I'm bringing to you guys will be able to show you shortcuts that will save you years, maybe decades of time. It'll get you to jump to the front of the line. It'll help you like pass everybody else who's all trying to compete. The people that will be in this room, they will be the ones who are the gurus, the trendsetters of tomorrow. If you looked at those guys who were with me and you went through all of the after movies from FHL 1 to 2 to 3, all 10 of them, we had everybody like in the comments tag when they saw like people as baby gurus, like, oh, there's so-and-so, oh, there's so-and-so. Like they were there at Funnel Hacking Live, sitting in the room, showing up, not knowing anything. Now they are the biggest gurus of today in their industries, right? This is the room where those things happen. And so we want to make sure you guys get there and do not miss it. So get on the early bird list. Again, this is a different list. This is how you get notified 3 hours before everybody else. Go to funnelhackinglive.com/earlybird. There is the link. And that's what's going to happen. Now, again, not to give you urgency or scarcity, but emergency and scarcity, these will go very, very fast. Again, we're used to 5,000 people. We got half that many people. Tons of seats are already taken by Inner Circle and award winners, things like that. And so I want to make sure that you're looking and waiting for the text message and the emails when they come. There's a quote. I've got a quote of Napoleon Hill. He's my favorite, but this is something he said. He said, successful people make decisions quickly and they change their minds slowly. Unsuccessful people make decisions very slowly and change them often and quickly. Okay. Like, right now, I'd recommend making the decision, like, I'm going to be there, right? Like, make that decision today. And then you got to wait. And the second that text comes in, go and make that decision one more time and go and commit to it, because that window will close very, very quickly. Okay. And so that's what's happening. Sven said, I want to know all the funnel hacking stuff right now, not in September. How about this? As soon as we sell out of tickets, we'll do some preview trainings leading up to FHL to prepare you guys to get you caught up faster. So when we hit the ground running, it'll be even more ready. Someone's asking for the dates. I didn't write the dates down on the slides. September 21st through 23rd in Las Vegas, Nevada, at the Fontainebleau Hotel.
Real quick.
Yeah.
VIP is just this week. And then next Monday, that next wave of GA tickets start Inner Circle.
Yeah, I give the dates. That was on there. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Someone's saying, what if I get squeezed out and then I try to get, or it says, what if you earn an award, you get squeezed out of a ticket? Can I still come get the award? No, get your ticket. You have early access. You guys get notified, I think, Wednesday? Is that tomorrow? What day is it today? I don't even know. Tomorrow, you'll be getting access. And so jump on that. Do not wait. Make sure you're in the room. Get the people there. Okay. And so that's kind of game plan, you guys. That's what we've been stirring. That's what we've been working on behind the scenes. And I know that, I can't show you all the tangibles because this is not something that we are teaching or coaching people on. It's something that we're doing every single day. And FHL will be the very first time that we kind of show everybody, this is what's happening. This is what you can do, and have you guys plug into it and start using it inside of your businesses. And it's going to be special. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be great. Again, we talk about this isn't a family reunion, but it's kind of like a family reunion. Bringing the gang back together, get everyone to hang out together, all the funnel hackers. And I would just challenge you to make a commitment to be there, to be in the room. This is the room that turns average, ordinary people into entrepreneurs, into the greatest business owners, thought leaders, all the things that you've dreamt about, all the things you want to do, all of the things you want to become, they happen in this room. Okay. We've seen it for a decade. Okay. I was being interviewed on this big podcast and they were talking about all these other people they interviewed. And they're like, yeah, basically every one of these people, they came through the Funnel Hacking Live door and that's how they became who they are. I'm like, yeah, that's what we do. We develop thought leaders, we develop leaders, we develop entrepreneurs, marketers, and this is where it happens at the highest level. So that's kind of game plan, you guys. How are you feeling? Are you excited? If you're excited, type in FHL AI in the comments. I want to see FHL AI. You do a space between or just FHL AI. Yeah, I like the space. That looks good. FHL AI. Okay. If you're committed, you're like, I am coming. Type in FHL AI. If you're like, I'm going to figure out a way to be in the room. That is a room where it happens. Type in FHL AI. If you're like, I need to be there. I have to have a seat. I want to be on the floor. I want to be on the first, second, third, wherever you want to be. Type in FHL AI. They're flying right now. The more FHL AIs, the more I know you guys are going to be there. Do not miss it, you guys. This is going to be a special one-time only event. Like I said, this is an encore event. This is not something that's going to be happening all the time. This is the one-time thing to get the family, get the team, to get the community back together so we can talk about this. Julie said, I've never been to FHL before. Julie, you got to come. It's going to change your life forever. You can ask anybody. If you've been to FHL before in the past and changed your life, type in change my life in the comments. If it was me, I'd be like, I got to figure out a way to get there. If I have to sell one of my kidneys, I'm going to be there. I got to be in the room where it happens. I got to be around the people. This is where you're going to find your partnerships. This is where you're going to find your future JV partners, maybe your business partners. We've had multiple marriages happen because of this. I think we've had more marriages from Funnel Hacking Live than the Bachelor and Bachelorette have had in a 30-year run. That's how successful we are finding partnerships for people. Jeff said, can I sell 2 kidneys or both kidneys? Yeah, I don't know. As long as you have dialysis, I guess you could run no kidneys for a while, but you should be there. Do not miss it. So type FHL AI if you are committed, if you are coming, if you're going to be part of this. Do not miss it. James Curran says non-negotiable. Your future starts in this room. You guys are selling this for me. I love the comments. These are amazing. Lisa said to be in the room with Russell. I'm going to be there. And like I said, old FHLs, we haven't had an FHL that's this intimate since FHL 4. Wait, because FHL Vegas 600, 1200, 1500, and then 3500. Yeah. So this is less. So the first 3 FHLs, this is intimacy, like the very beginning when we first started these things. And the Fontainebleau is an amazing hotel. We got an insane room rate for you guys. The rooms are cheaper than anywhere you've ever been before. The venue is so cool. This huge LED wall, all sorts of stuff. It is going to be amazing. I'm trying to convince them to let me fly in on a zip line from the back to be and land on the stage, but we'll find out if that works. It's going to be amazing. John said, you got to be in the room where it happens. Someone said, this is the room where you meet everybody. All right, you sold me. I'm going to talk to my husband right now. Yeah, get your husband, get your spouse. Bring your people. If you've got kids, bring them in this room. Zip lines. I'm working on zip line. It's going to be amazing. You've got 2 kidneys. There's only one Funnel Hacking Live. That's a great point. Great point. This is dressed like Batman. FHL AI. Yeah, Ed said, AI said I should go. Yeah, ask AI. It'll tell you should be there. Come on now. It wants you to learn how to do it. FHL AI. You guys keep typing in the comments if you are in and you are committed. Because now you're committed. Again, the rollout sequence. So Inner Circle, yes, have access right now. What day's today? Here, I'm going to go backwards in time so I can show you guys the list. Okay, here's the list. So I typed these words in. I think these dates are wrong, huh? Miles, can you fact check me? I said today the 21st. Today the 21st? What day is today? Today's the 24th. Oh, yeah, Inner Circle got it a couple days ago. Okay, so then award winners, tomorrow, all award winners, you should be getting texts and emails from us. If you don't, reach back out to somebody on the ClickFunnels side. We'll make sure you get you a link. This is for, again, if you've won the 2 Combo Club Award, 2 Combo Club X, 2 Combo Club C, the 2 Heart Award, if you've won an Affiliate Dream Car, like any of the awards that we give our students, the Prime Mover Award, like things like that. If you've won an award, you get access to those tomorrow. And then Friday, all coaching students. So 2 CCX, Prime Mover, all of our certified partners will give you guys access as well. And then and after those guys have all gotten there, Monday, we'll open up to everybody else. And we'll probably start Monday, maybe Tuesday. I don't know. We'll find out. So that's kind of what it is. Very, very cool. Okay. I think that's the core stuff. Okay. We got 2 more videos I'm going to show you guys, but we're going to wrap it and kind of go to there. Again, the first video here is just talking about the community. And then the last video we're going to show you guys is basically it's FHL, like the 10-year, it's like a 10-year, like the story of Funnel Hacking Live, or sorry, not Funnel Hacking Live, but the community of Funnel Hackers over the last 10 years. So Ashley said, what's the context going next? Look at the screen, pull the screen back up. There's the context. What to do next? Go to funnelhackinglive.com/earlybird and get on the notification list. You're like, but I already opted into this event. I'm on the notification list. Okay, that's the main list. This is the early bird list. So the early bird list, when you go to funnelhackinglive.com/earlybird, you will get a link from here 3 hours before everybody else. Okay, again, this is an urgency and scarcity, and these tickets are going to be gone. So if you want to make sure you have a seat, go to funnelhackinglive.com/earlybird, get on that list. Okay, and then 3 hours for tickets open, we'll message you through that list. We're going to send email and text there, and then what will happen is then 3 hours later, then we'll send one to the big list, okay? And it may be sold out by then. The big list may not even get any access. So you guys are getting rewarded for being here to know even how to get on the early bird list. So funnelhackinglive.com/earlybird. Dates, once again, September 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. Okay. It'll be a 2.5-day event. It's not gonna be as long as like our old school 4.5-day like extravaganza. It'll be a little shorter, but it's gonna be special, you guys. It's gonna be really, really cool. So FHL AI. Again, that's the game plan. If everyone wants to spam out the dates there again, so everyone sees it, September 21st to 23rd. Everyone spam that in the comments so people in the future know exactly what's happening. Put it in there. Found Blue Las Vegas. There you go. Very, very cool. Okay, so again, funnelhackinglive.com/earlybird. We're going to watch a video. That's like a 3-minute video, and we'll watch one more video. I'll come back at the very end and say bye to everybody. Sound good? All right, here you go. Here's some videos from funnel hackers who've been through these events, who've gone through this process, whose lives were changed, just like yours will be here as well. Here we go.
I was the weird one. My family thought I was crazy having my own business. My husband thought I was crazy. My friends were like, what are you doing? Just go get a job.
When I was in college and I first started with ClickFunnels, I was just doing all of this stuff online. And I reached a point where I was like, I actually want to experience this in person and make it feel real.
I start seeing this thing called Funnel Hacking Live. What is this community, this family? I'm like, is this something I want to be a part of? And there was like this anticipation building in the background of like, hey man, this might be available again.
When I came back here, I was like, and I was seeing all my friends over here. It's just amazing to be back, to be able to reconnect. And, you know, it just reminded me of how much I miss the community.
The reason why we stay is because of the community, the people, the relationships. You know, we've had so many profound changes in our life happen because of funnels and because of the people that we've met along the way.
People are excited to be here. People are networking and meeting each other, making friendships. Like everyone's so supportive and like loves each other and helps each other and is making connections and pointing people to the right people. And so there's no other event like it. Like there absolutely isn't.
There's something about an entrepreneur and the spirit of being an entrepreneur that's powerful.
It's an amazing community. It's a tight-knit tribe, and these people look out for one another. And not only that, they push each other to be the best version of themselves. And it's definitely the room that I want to stay in and be in, because I want to be surrounded by those type of people.
Like, this conference could be life-changing if you let it be. I know for myself, the stuff that I have taken away from here, I just changed my life by coming here.
So we had this idea. We're working on this thing right now. It's amazing. It allows us to actually create marketing funnels.
Most entrepreneurs, we have so many stresses. The last thing we want to worry about is our sales funnel.
I felt trapped and exhausted by my life.
I went through probably 12 business tries, and they were all failures.
We literally were selling furniture out of our home.
That's why we created ClickFunnels.
The office that we just moved into. We wanted to focus on impact and on legacy.
I have a calling. Yesterday, I realized I have to do this.
Well, today is the day that you change the world.
Finding ClickFunnels is like finding a flashlight in the woods. It's brought us home.
I can help people in ways that I hadn't previously thought were possible.
I found my people.
I found people that actually think like me.
I discovered my purpose.
It's changed not only my life, but my family's life, and actually brought us closer.
I'm getting goosebumps talking about it.
The world's beginning to take notice.
6,000 coaching calls,
771 members,
over 25,000 students.
amazing mastermind.
I'm like, we gotta come to Mastermind in Paradise.
FHL, unlock the secrets.
100,300.
If anyone can help, it's you guys.
It's beautiful, guys. If you could get there on your own, well, then we wouldn't need each other. And if we don't need each other, then we would ultimately have no purpose in life.
And we're there for each other through all the ups and downs, the good times and the bad.
You guys were born as entrepreneurs, but you're here today because of a choice you made. So while you're an entrepreneur at birth, you are a funnel hacker by choice.
For the first time ever, Funnel Hacking Live is going virtual.
Keep hacking the world, bro.
This has been quite a journey.
Let's get out there. Let's change the world. Let's help people out. Let's go, ClickFunnels family!
Together, we're building a whole new world. Every funnel that you guys launch out there, we actually donate money.
This couldn't have happened without ClickFunnels.
Everyone here believes in us.
There's heart, there's family,
and we all advance.
It's just fire. We have amazing God-given talents. When we lean into them, we can do incredible things.
You are meant to shine!
I love you. I freaking love you.
We're ready to make an impact!
Go find your people, they need you!
We're nothing without you, the funnel hackers. The people who are crazy enough to take risks, to go all in and impact the world in a way that we never could.
And the gift of that, that's everything.
All right. Thank you, funnel hackers. I hope you guys enjoyed this today. I'm so excited. I'm so pumped. I'm so glad I can finally get that secret out of me and share it with you guys. Again, the enrolling process will be a little weird this next week or so, but don't stress out. Just get on the early bird list. Go to funnelhackinglab.com/earlybird. And as soon as you guys have ability, as soon as you're able to, we'll send you guys the link to it. You guys can go get started and get signed up. Again, funnelhackinglab.com/earlybird. Other than that, we're putting together something special for you guys, something that'll be truly life-changing and memorable. It'll be different. It'll be unique. It might not be exactly the way you remember Funnel Hacking Live, but that's okay. New stuff's coming, and it's gonna be awesome. I think that there will be there's always these moments in life, right? I remember there was a transition in my life, before I was a wrestler and I started wrestling my life after. There were two different lives. And I fast forward my life to when I met my wife. There's my life before me and my wife, and there's my life after. When my kids came, there was a time before I had my kids and time after. My life literally shifted and changed. I think for so many entrepreneurs, this experience, Funnel Hacking Live, is one of those moments where there's your life prior to it and your life after. And so one of the it's the reason why we're coming back to do this for you guys, at least one last time. I don't know what the plan is after this. Right now, this is a one-time event. It's an encore event to do this with you guys, to catch you up to speed, to get you all running with AI as fast as we are, so you can keep having success. And I think for those guys who are in the room, it'll be one of those moments. It's my life prior to this and my life after to it. But to do that, You got to commit and you got to be there. So again, early bird list right now, funnelhackingLive.com/funnelhackinglive.com/early bird links right there. I think in the video, there it is. And then Keely just said, FHL 2020 changed my life. So cool. All right, you guys, I appreciate you all. One last thing, type in FHLA in the comments and we'll see you guys all here soon. Thanks everybody. Bye.